Marty? I just realized I can't hear you.
Oh, for some reason mine was on. Okay, cool. Can you hear me now?
Loud and clear now, thanks.
Great. Thanks, Todd. Okay, here we go. All right. So begin on your back and find a comfortable position. So whether it's bringing your feet to the wide edges of your mat, dropping your knees in, or maybe you extend your legs long. Wherever you are, start to deepen your breath and take an entire body scan, beginning with your breath flowing in through your nose. Notice the spaces that it fills up within your face and all the way down into your throat and into your chest. Continue to breathe. And then notice where your breath comes into your shoulders. Is there anything that you might be holding on to, or could you make your shoulders even more flush to the ground to help with support, to help open your chest? Then notice your breath spread along both arms into your fingertips. Come back up through your forearm space to your elbows and shoulders. Notice once again your chest space. Notice your abdomen and your hip space. Start to bring your awareness into your legs. Noticing that space from your hips to your knees. From your knees across your calves to your ankles. And from your ankles, start to notice your feet, the base of your feet, and all the bones across the top, all the way to your toes. Start to work your awareness back up to your ankles, to your knees. Notice your thigh space, your hamstrings, and your hips. Notice your stomach, your abdomen. Notice your rib space and your lungs, your heart. Retrace from your shoulders to your elbows, fingertips, and then back up to your shoulders. Bring your awareness to your neck space and to your head, the space behind your eyes. Take a moment to recognize your body as it is, connected with the ground, connected with your breath. Start to deepen your breath in and out through your nose. We'll start to bring movement in. Drop your chin over to the right side. Bring it back to center and drop it to the left. And continue this motion a few times to recognize the mobility within your neck. Take any additional time to rest or pause to deepen the stretch. Bring your chin back to center and extend your fingertips by your sides. Reach them towards your toes. And now reach the crown of your head towards the wall behind you and tuck your chin. Drop your chin over to the right again and to the left. Notice any shifts within the stretch as we take slight movements in other places of our body. And then bring your chin back to center. Bend your knees. Now hug them in towards your chest. Rock side to side. And now deepen the rocking so that your right knees drop over to your side. Extend your left arm over, gaze over your left fingertips. Noticing how your spine feels, how your hips feel. Use your core to bring your knees back through center and drop them over to the left. Right arm extends, gaze right. Let your body melt towards the ground. And then take it a couple more times at your own pace, bringing your knees through center, dropping them to the right. Breathe into your spine. Then use your core to bring your knees through center and to the opposite side. One more time, each side. And then stay over on this final side and rock over onto that side. Bring both palms to the ground and we'll come into a tabletop pose. Bring your knees under your hips, palms under your shoulders. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lift your tailbone, gaze up. Exhale, arch your spine. Continue to flow. Bring your awareness into your midsection, into your spine. Come to a neutral tabletop. Hold here and then lower your chest slightly so that it slides down towards the ground in between your shoulders. And then lift your chest back up so you'll strengthen through your shoulders. Notice your shoulder mobility as you move here. Slowly lower your chest down and then lift it back up, even so really arching through that spot across your shoulder blades. Lower your chest and lift it back up. Continue here, bring some heat into your shoulders. Oftentimes when we're standing or sitting, we're not using many muscles within our shoulders. So this helps bring more awareness to those muscles that you have and see if throughout your day today, you can bring some focus to them. When you're standing or doing something that's not focused on them, can you bring the awareness back into your shoulders? Come to a neutral spine. Now tuck your toes, lift your hips, find downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Sway your hips side to side. Notice how your body's feeling. Gaze forward, step your feet up behind your wrists. Take ragdoll pose, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. Release your hands towards the ground. Bring your feet together and rise up. Mountain pose, reach your arms overhead, hands to your heart. Close your eyes, take a couple breaths here. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. And start to bring to mind an intention for your practice and for your day. As you have your intention, let it fill your chest space. Deep breath in. Exhale. Blink your eyes open, sweep your arms overhead, mountain pose, and take a forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step your feet back, find a high plank. Hold it here. Sway forward and back. Stretch through your feet. Notice your ankle mobility. Always an option to come to your knees and hold here. And wherever you are, we'll all lower down to our bellies. Bring your chest to the ground, untuck your feet, cobra pose, lift your chest. And lower. A few more times, lift your chest, kick through your glutes, press your feet to the ground, lift your chest. And lower. 2 more times at your own pace. Now plant your palms down, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, pedal it out. Gaze forward, step your feet behind your hands, and then bring your feet together to touch. Plant your left hand to the ground, allow for a bend in your knees, and twist your right arm up. Right hand comes down, left arm up. One more time, each side. See how far you can rotate, if there's any shift. Second time. Gaze comes towards your right shoulder. Release your hand down, swap it out. And release. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. Warrior one, drop your back heel, lift your torso, arms overhead. Take a gentle back bend, lift your heart, cactus your arms. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, cactus your arms, back bend. 2 more times, inhale, exhale. Plant your palms, step your left foot back, find a high plank, hold here, and push back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, gaze forward, step your feet in between your hands, halfway lift, and forward fold. We'll take a twist again. Plant your left palm, sweep your right arm up, and swap it out. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, lower. One more time, each side. Take it with your breath. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up. And exhale, twist here. Sweep your right arm back. Notice the shift from this twist to the forward fold. 1, come back to center, twist left. One more time each side. Come center and left. Mountain pose, bring your hands to your heart center. We'll take a second to regroup. So throughout class today, we'll be doing that repetitive motion to notice how each posture feels in your body and how it shifts each time we go through it. So the second time of doing that rotation Is there any loosening within your body? Are there any places that you want to hold for an extra second to get a deeper twist? Listen to that. You'll get that opportunity. Come back to center. Inhale, mountain pose, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your palms as you exhale. Step your left foot back. Warrior one, drop your back heel, rise up. Keep a deep bend through your front knee. You can always widen your stance, right foot out to the side. Arms up. Take a breath in. Exhale, cactus your arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, cactus. Take two more with your own breath. Warrior one, plant your palms, step your right foot back, find a high plank pose, drop to your knees, lower all the way down onto your belly. Lift into a cobra pose and lower. Two more times, lift up, pull your shoulders back and lower. Final time. And plant your palms into the ground, come up to a high plank and push back downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right toes high. Exhale, find a low lunge. Place your right foot to the top of your mat. Twist here, bring your right arm up. And then sweep it up and over your right ear. Bring it back towards your hip space. One more time, lift it up and overhead. Keep your back leg strong. And sweep it back. Plant your right palm down, step your right foot back, downward facing dog, left side. Inhale, left toes high, and low lunge. Step it up, twist your left arm up. We're gonna bring it over your left ear and sweep it as if it's moving through water. Over and back. Keeping your legs engaged as you gently move your arm. Both hands to the ground, high plank, push back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Release, forward fold. Mountain pose, rise up. Twist it here, right arm back. Mountain pose, twist it left. One more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhales, twist. Notice your core warming up. Come back to center and take a chair pose. Drop your seat, keep your arms overhead. Hold and breathe. Gaze about a foot in front of your mat. Drop your seat and breathe. Now sweep your arms back by your sides. Then bring them back overhead. Once again, imagine that your arms are sweeping through molasses. Flow and with intention. Make your muscles work. Sweep your arms back overhead and continue this motion. Keep your feet strong. Pull in your low belly to support your low back. One more time. Arms sweep overhead and sweep them back. This time, birds of lift your heels, drinking bird. Draw your shoulder blades together. Keep gazing in front of your mat. Hold and breathe. Release your heels, mountain pose, rise all the way up, arms overhead. Take a gentle back bend. Mountain pose and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step it back into a high plank. Push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right toes high. Bend your knee, find some movement. Continue to breathe. Maybe you flip your dog here, placing your right foot to the outside of your mat. If you're there, lift your hips, keep reaching through your front arm. And then three-legged down dog, right toes up. And low lunge, step your right foot to the top. Drop your back knee and tuck your toes. Take a moment to stretch out your hips, especially your left hip flexor, arms overhead. And then place your hands to your right knee. Place a little pressure there and lift your hips just slightly and then lower them down. Notice how they feel when they're engaged, and then you allow them to release. Taking gentle movements. Now plant your palms. This time we'll come into the same posture as last week. Bring your back shin parallel to the top of your mat. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Sweep it up and over. Take a little freestyle here. So open your chest to the sky. Move your front arm around. Take any movements that might feel nice, or just exploring how your body's feeling. And then sweep both hands up to the top of your mat. Lift your back knee and rise into crescent lunge. Arms overhead. And this time, keep your arms strong and straight, and we'll lower your back knee. Hover it off the ground. Lift it up. Lower and lift. Strong and steady. Taking one more. Crescent lunge, open up into warrior two. Drop your back heel, arms extend. Hold and breathe here. You can surf it out, sweeping your arms forward and back. And then find your warrior two with your chest above your hips. Continue to squeeze your glutes to open your right knee and breathe. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Come back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, come back, warrior two. Two more times. Hold in warrior two. Find extended side angle. Right elbow can come to your top leg, or you can bring it to the inside of your leg. Notice which intensity you prefer in this moment. Keep extending your left arm up. Reverse triangle. Straighten your leg, arms overhead, right arm up. And plant your palms to either side of your right foot. Step it back, high plank, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Gaze forward, exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and breath out. Left side, inhale, left toes up. Bend your knee, open it up. Maybe flip your dog. Lift your hips, breathe. Three-legged down dog. Kick your right toes up even further and find a low lunge. Drop your back knee, untuck your toes, arms overhead. Notice the strength in your hips, and then place your hands to your left leg. Gently lower and lift. Lower your hips. and lift. Really subtle movements, but you should feel it in your hips. Gently tense and release. And then plant your hands to the ground, lift your back knee, rise up into crescent. Arms overhead, lower your back knee, and lift. So we're bringing that awareness from our hips into our quads, strengthening through your glutes. One more time, lower and lift, and find warrior two. As you're in warrior two, set it up, heel to arch alignment, maybe sway forward and back. Settle in. Inhale, reverse triangle. Feel that stretch across your left side, and then come back to warrior two. Bend your front knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale. Two more times with your own breath. Extended side angle. Extend through your right side. Always an option to extend your left arm. Strong and steady through your entire core. Create one straight line from the top of your head through your center to your back heel. Release is reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg, stretch it up. And plant your palms. Step your foot back, find a high plank, hold it here. Sway forward and back. Take a moment to focus on your core. And then push it back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. One more breath. And release. Come to your knees, we'll take a child's pose. To reset, bring your hips back, arms extend forward. Tune into your breath. Notice where you feel heat within your body, a change in temperature within your muscles. Notice how you're doing. As you're ready, shift forward to tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Lift your heels to the sky. Feel a stretch across the back of your feet, and then push your heels towards the ground. Lift them up, release them back. Gaze forward, step your feet in between your hands, chair pose, arms overhead. We'll do the same movements as before, but option to add on into drinking birds. So we'll take chair pose. First option, sweep your arms back and then sweep them forward. Second option, as you sweep your arms back, lift your heels. And then come back into chair. Lower your heels, reach your arms overhead. We'll take a few movements, whichever you choose. Notice how the muscles feel within your body. One more time. We'll meet in chair pose, drop your seat. We'll take a moving prayer twist. So bring your hands to your heart, twist over to the left. We won't be here for long. Try to bring your chest towards your thumbs. And now bring your hands through center and bring it to the opposite side. Rotate your chest to your thumbs. Settle in for breath. And then come back one more time each side. Stretching and strengthening. Come back center, left side. And release it forward. Take a yogi squat, bring your toes to the floor, heels are on your mat. Drop your seat, sway side to side. Elbows come to the inside of your knees. Lengthen your spine. And then plant your palms, lift your hips. Sway side to side. Step your feet into touch. Slowly rise up to standing. Rotate your body to the side and then step wide across your mat. Bring your heels out, toes come in. We'll take wide-legged forward fold, extend your arms out and hinge forward. Notice a stretch across the outside of your legs, maybe into your ankles. Test out bending your knees. Notice where this stretch feels good as you move around a bit, and then settle into that spot which needs the stretch and feels good in your body. Start to let go with your upper body, let gravity pull it towards the ground. You can stay here. You can walk your hands forward into a wide-legged down dog. Just noticing these different spots in your body, how they feel. Maybe you want to twist with your hands underneath your shoulders, walk them over to the right. Plant your left palm, stretch it up. And as you're ready, find the other side. Couple more breaths at center. Release your arms under your shoulders. Slowly lift your chest, rise all the way up to standing, arms overhead, and then step your foot up to be at the top of your mat. Arms overhead, and release into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crouch and curl. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Walk your hands over to the right. Keep pushing your hips towards the ground. Feel a stretch across your back, in particular your left side. Tuck your chin. Walk your hands over to the right. Or the other side. Sorry, this is the left side. Come back to center. And now slowly lower onto your seat. Extend your legs out. Bring your left leg out. Cross your right leg up over your left. You can stay here if you want a deeper stretch. Bring your left foot in. Lift your arms overhead and twist over to the right. Notice your sit bones connected with the ground. As you inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist. Come back to center and quick counter twist. You can simply swap your legs, or if you want to try something a little bit more fun, and you have your feet both in by your hips, come to stand on your feet and then simply swirl around the back of your mat and then have your legs twist in the opposite direction. It's kind of fun. So you end up now wherever you are with your left foot on top of your right leg. So switching the side, lift your chest and twist it to the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften and twist. Counter twist. Now unravel your legs and we'll bring them underneath your seat. So come to sitting on our heels. You can stay here if you want a block or a pillow underneath your seat in between your heels. That might feel better. Whatever's best for you. Bring your arms overhead and then keep your right arm up. Sweep your left arm behind you and grab onto fingertips if you can. So we're stretching your right elbow up, left arm down. If it's helpful, if you're not able to connect fingertips, you can take a shirt or a blanket or something and grab onto it with both hands. Just to help open up your right arm. And switch it up. Take the opposite side, left arm up. Right arm connects. You can always use a prop. And then slowly release. You can stay in this seat or you can find a more comfortable seat if that's best for you. We'll do a couple more arm movements before making our way fully down to our mat. So start to close your eyes. Bring your palms together in front of your chest. Now take some circles with your hands. So connecting the base of your palms and then the back of your hands. Noticing your wrist mobility. Notice any cracks or pops. Switch the direction. And then bring your palms together. And now push your fingertips away from one another. So as if you're catching, as if you now have a ball in between your hands. And then push onto that imaginary ball, pushing your palms together. And then extend the palms of your hands out once again, and then push them together. As you inhale, open your palms. Exhale, push them together. Your fingertips stay connected the whole time. Notice all the little muscles and bones within your hands, all your joints. Our bodies have so many intricacies that help us do the things that we do on a day-to-day basis. Recognize each movement within your body. Now release your hands to your lap. Drop your chin to your heart center. Bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. And sweep your chin back through center, left ear, left shoulder. A couple more half rotations across your chest with your chin. And when you've gotten them about even amounts, bring your chin back to center. Slowly kick your feet out to the side. And we'll come all the way down onto our backs. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock gently side to side. Lift your chin up to your knees. Tap your forehead to your knees if you can. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Final Shavasana. Take up space. Notice your body. Find a comfortable position resting on your mat. Just breathe for this final time. For this final time of class. Start to deepen your breath. Rock your chin side to side. We're ending where we started. Extend your arms overhead. Deep breath in, long stretch. And then rock onto either side and slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat. With your hands at your heart, take a moment to notice your breath, the rise and fall of your chest. Thank you for being here today. Thank your body for working and all that it does for you on a daily basis. Bring your thumbs to your third eye center. To honor both the space and our bodies and the work that it does. Namaste.
And thank you for